welcome back. Today I'm going to be addressing an issue that I feel pertains to many of us in college. Have you ever wondered if you should either buy a car to get around or possibly sell the one you have now to cut current expenses? Well, you're in luck, because I'm here today to tell you about the pros and the cons of owning a vehicle in college. Being that almost all of the people who are going to watch this video are in college, I feel that it's a relevant topic that pertains to us, but also to the channel's theme thus far. I myself own a car in college, and I feel that I come from a logical standpoint to give you advice on this topic. I've done a lot of research for this, and I've come up with a list of citations that I will hit one by one on the way through this speech. So today, myself and my alter ego are going to be presenting to you the pros and the cons of owning a car in college. I'm going to tell you 4 points, alternating between pro and con, starting with pro, and they're just alternate pro, con, pro, con. So the first one is owning a car gives you freedom, pro. Owning a car has many costs, con. Owning a car helps you avoid public transportation and make moving easier, pro. And lastly, owning a car has an insane amount of fees for parking, con. Alright, so first of all, pro. Owning a car gives you freedom. A commercial from one of our nation's automakers says that, quote, America got 2 things right, cars and freedom. But rather than thinking of cars and freedom as separate entities, it might be more accurate to say that for many Americans, cars equal freedom, unquote. So especially in college, when the stress of finals and assignments get to us, sometimes a drive to nowhere is exactly the therapy that we need. It's a relatively inexpensive way to de-stress and to explore and to see something new. Let's see. The Car Talk magazine tells us that for car people, there's nothing more satisfying than taking a drive in the car that you've spent hours working on to look cooler, go faster, or to be more driver-centric and comfortable. Finally, it's a relief to get out of the house and to go see new things on your own time with your own friends. Alrighty. So, con. Owning a car has many costs. From gas to tabs and registration to maintenance, owning a car is really expensive, which is something that many college students can't handle during their stay in college, especially since many don't work or get assistance from family. RepairPal.com, a website for mechanics and vehicle specialists, have speculated that it costs an average of $617 yearly to maintain a Subaru. Obviously, those prices vary depending on year and model, but that's just the average. AutoWise, the car buyer's website, tells us that Subaru is about midway in the price range of car maintenance. Using Subaru as an example again, AutoWise tells us that it's the 12th least expensive car brand to maintain over its lifetime. Toyota is the most affordable at $5,500 over its lifetime. So if you think about a car lasting for 15 or 20 years, $5,500 over the course of that time isn't that expensive. BMW is in the lead in the most expensive at $17,800 over the course of its lifetime to maintain. That's almost half of the asking price for the car in repairs and maintenance. Those numbers don't even include gas or major repairs if you get into an accident. Those are generic baseline numbers just to maintain and keep a car running over its lifetime. Alright, so pro, owning a car helps you to avoid public transportation and to make moving easier. Public transportation to this day is one of the most poorly designed systems in the world. Also, in many rural places like Ellensburg and Central Washington University, we don't really have access to that much public transportation since it just simply isn't offered here. Public transportation, using the Seattle public transportation as a baseline, is garbage, to be straight up. You can miss boardings, get misinformation from old information and outdated websites, and often get denied boardings because they're full. It's not a great system. Not to mention, the systems always take up so much space in the cities and leave less room for drivers, bikers, and pedestrians, and they're always dirty. Having your own car can eliminate that. You can leave when you want, know everything is clean to your liking, and never have to worry about missing a ride or potentially missing a class. Next, when moving to campus, you have your own transportation. Having your own transportation can make or break that experience for you. Being able to pack ahead of time, throw stuff into your car, and double check ensures a much smoother moving process for your entrance to school. Lastly, in rural schools like Central Washington University, you know that you'll always have a quick and easy way to get to class without relying on transportation that's incredibly unreliable. All right. Lastly, owning a car can set you up for more financial trouble if you plan to park on campus. So, for a year-long pass at Central Washington University, according to their finances website, it's almost $300 to park on campus for a year. The total before taxes, office administration fees, anything like that, is $236. Just to park. Just to park. One of the other problems is that if your university is anything like mine, they'll ticket you for anything. So my old college had a no pull-through, no back-in parking policy, and if your car was parked nose towards the aisle, so backed in, pulled through, anything like that, boom, ticket. If you accidentally park where you're not supposed to, boom, ticket. If you don't have your pass for whatever reason, boom, ticket. And they are not very nice about giving you money back or appealing ticket processes or anything like that. So that's another thing you need to take into account if you plan to bring your car to college. Let's see. My ticket was $50 on top of the thousands of dollars that I've spent towards tuition and the cost to attend the school. So, normal Tori for a second. That all being said, it's your discretion and needs if you want to bring a car to college. There are both lots of downsides and incentives, so it really breaks down to the individual. Each student has different needs, and if you need to go places quickly around campus or commute to a job during your college day, a car is really a nice tool to have. If not, and you're comfortable walking or biking to your job or campus, there's no real need to have a car and all the extra expenses that come with it. All right. I personally did bring my car to college with me, and I'm thankful for it every day that I did. It gives me an escape, some freedom to do what I like with my schedule, drive to restaurants around town, and to my job that's on the other side of town without, farther than walking distance. It gives me flexibility of when I need to leave the house, wake up, to leave just when I want to, rather than trying to fight a bus schedule. It's up to you and your needs and the accessibility of your university as to whether you need a car or not, but at the end of the day, I'm very thankful that I brought mine with me. Thank you all for watching.